Let's go next to Gabby, who's on the line in Washington, D.C. Gabby, you're on the Ken Coleman Show.
Hello.
Hi, Gabby. How can I help?
It's a pleasure to talk to you.
Oh, it's my pleasure.
Yeah, so I listen to you every day.
Oh,
I'm so
thank you.
excited. So basically, I've been listening to you, and you inspire me so much. And I'm doing different things. I have many interests. Ultimately, I want to be a judge. So my plan is to be a lawyer, to go to law school. I've had many different paths to try to figure out how to get there, such as majoring in philosophy. I've tried so many different things. Finally, I narrowed it down, and I want to do cybersecurity. But the thing is, I want to do other things. Like, I also want to be a chef, and I want to do so many different things. I want to get into politics, so I'm all over the place. So I wanted to know what you thought about that, someone like me who's passionate in so many different things. And I also have a long list of other things that I want to do. I wanted to know what you thought about that.
Well, I think that that's great, but I think that what's going on here is you're not doing the serious work of diving deep into purposeful, missional type work, because you can't do all of those things. You can't do them all. There's one life. Am I right?
Yes.
So I don't want you to hear me saying, I'm not discouraging you. What I'm trying to do is give you clarity, because that's why you called me today. Because your mind is racing. I think you need to quiet your mind so that you can hear your heart. That's what I think.
Okay.
So now, you started off with judge and law, then you threw cybersecurity in there, then you threw all these other things in there. And the reality is I think that there's probably one or two things that are probably closely tied together, that if you had to rank all of those things, which are the top two or three? Do you have a ranking in your head if you're telling yourself the honest truth?
Well, I've always my whole life been passionate about the justice side. I do know before I was more passionate about medicine, but that changed to the law side.
Why?
And I was a little embarrassed because it looked like I didn't know what I was doing. And then I want to go to the military, but I couldn't because physically I'm not.
Okay, but hold on a second. Hold on, Gabby. Hold on. I want to know why. The law. Why has it always been? This is the most clarity I've heard from you in these 2 minutes. Why has the law been something that is always justice? You said justice. Why? There's a reason why that has drawn your heart in.
Because I want to help change the world. I really care about people that suffer. That's something I've always been passionate about.
Okay, hold on. Stay right there. What are they suffering from? Go back in your mind's eye. There are certain types of people who are suffering from certain types of things that draw your heart in more than others. Who are they?
Basically people that they don't have a voice. They're vulnerable.
Be more descriptive. Where do they live? What's going on in their life? What's going on? Talk to me.
They live everywhere, but they have a family. They're trying to raise their family. They're honest people. They're hardworking people. But then somebody comes out of nowhere and interrupts what they have going on, ruining their lives. And
are these areas of poverty? I understand what you say about they live everywhere, but you see where I'm pushing you? I'm pushing your heart right now, and we're diving deeper and deeper and deeper into your heart. Are these people that are in poverty, that are they're behind, they're in the system, and they don't feel like they can get a hand up?
Not just poverty, because I would love to help people in poverty. And I would also love to help someone who is not in poverty.
Great, but what are they? But my point is, who? You have to. This is where you're lacking clarity, and it's actually you're really close. But this is what I mean by you got to listen to your heart and quiet your head. I'm pushing you. Who are the people? You want to help people who are in poverty, but you want to help some other people. Who are they? What are their problems? What problem do you want to solve? Who do you want to help? What problem do you want to solve? What solution do you want to provide? What is it?
Security.
Security.
In a nutshell, security. Yes.
Okay. Financial security?
In a nutshell. Yeah, because I feel like a lot of crime is related to financial things.
Okay, great. So hold on a second. Let's pause. Did you hear yourself 15 seconds ago? Twice you said it's about security. It's security, Ken. That's it, in a nutshell. Gabby, you just got really clear. You want to help people live a more secure life because financially, if they're not secure, it affects every other facet. So I think you got...
I like how you worded that.
There you go.
Awesome.
Well, wait a second. I appreciate the compliment, but I didn't word it. I took your words and spit it back at you. Gabby wants to help people be financially secure, people who haven't had the education or who haven't had the mentoring or who haven't had the opportunity, just the basic chance to do things the right way and earn their way out of bad decisions. I think you need to do some research into what that looks like in Washington, D.C. Just for some local context. Who's helping those type of people? Do I want to get into financial coaching? Do I want to get into financial literacy? Do I want to work in the school system and teach this? Do I want to be a guidance counselor in the public school system and kind of share these Dave Ramsey's financial peace principles? I don't know what it is, and I don't think you're ready to articulate that right now. But what I want to do is send you away right now with some homework. And your homework is very simply this. I want you to continue to, with a piece of paper and a pencil, I want you to begin to just write out all the different ways that you love helping people get a sense of security. Because you mentioned cybersecurity, so let's run this thing out. Maybe you're excited about helping corporations or small businesses not get hacked. I don't know what it is, but security in a nutshell is what you said. So I want you to think about all the different people that you could provide some sense of security, right? Security in their finances. Security in where they live, a better place, cybersecurity, maybe battered women or kids that have been abused. And what, I don't know. At the heart of what you long to do is to provide security. I'm going to call it safety. And I think you have to just write out all the different types of people in all the different ways. And what I mean by all the different ways are ways that you can make money doing this. And I think for the first time in your life, you're going to see some real clarity. Now it's about doing the research into what qualifications you need. What do you need to learn? How much will that cost you financially? And how much time is that going to take? And before you know it, you're going to have some real clarity. And I want you to do that. And then I want you to call me back, because this is not a one and done show. And I want to be more intentional to remind you and other callers that if I send you away and you've got some serious homework to do to get that clarity, I want you to call back when you get the clarity and we'll talk about next steps. But I'm proud of you and you've got this.